Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jay from TNJ, and in this episode, we will wrap up the regular season here in Season 1. So hit that like button, and we're starting out with an upgrade. Isaac Nauta, who is our third string tight end, he goes up a little bit. I'm looking forward to developing the rookies and the young guys in this game because you know the rating scale has been tweaked a little bit in this game, but in this game in particular, there's a huge difference between, you know, the best player at a position and the worst player. So we do have 3 games left here in the season, and we end up winning 1 of 3 as we barely win at home versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 28-21, as now we have 2 games left. The first one versus the Denver Broncos on the road, and then the next one will be at home versus the Green Bay Packers. But looking at this game, you know, I think that we're doing pretty good on offense. I think the defense is a little shaky. I think we're a little inconsistent on D. I don't really know where the problem lies because, you know, our secondary does give up bigger plays sometimes, but then sometimes they make great plays and they keep us in games. So I think we're just inconsistent on defense as a whole, but we have a task at hand. Finish out this season. So we're going 9-5 versus 5-9 here as we go on the road. The Broncos are obviously a team who always will have a good defense, and especially playing in Mile High, it's always a tough environment to play. Even though they're 5-9 on the season, this is not a slouch of a game. So here we go on the road. Here is Matt Stafford at quarterback here for our Detroit Lions as he throws one deep here, and he's going to find Kenny Golladay deep down the left sideline. He's got a touchdown on that one, and Golladay hasn't had the big time year that we thought he would have because Marvin Jones has really filled that void as the number 1 in this offense, but he gets free on that one for a big touchdown. So back out on offense here in the middle of the third quarter. Now down by 18 points. Stafford does take the sack. Now on a 3rd and 14. Throw across the middle. It's Amendola who fights his way in for the touchdown. And that is a nice catch and run. And he's playing for a new contract. Remember, he and Jermaine Kearse both have 1 year left on their deals. And they are looking maybe to get re-signed, maybe to get signed to another team. I don't really know the plan. I'm just worried about this season right now. So trying to stay in this game. Here's TJ Hockenson having a huge year and maybe the greatest rookie tight end season of all time. He gets a first down. So under center this time. The pressure has been there all day. Deep throw across the middle. It's Jesse James who does fall in front of Kareem Jackson that time for a big time catch and a first down. So now continuing this drive. Here's the throw to the left side. That's Marvin Jones, our leading receiver, getting open once again. And Stafford has had a great game throwing the ball, and he continues it on this drive. Here's Kerryon Johnson up the middle, but our running game has just not been there. The last 5 games, Kerryon hasn't had any type of running room. As you could just see on this play, everything collapses on that one. Von Miller is in the backfield, and we lose a few yards and have to kick the field goal. But we do make it a 1-score lead. So now moving on to the later parts of this game here in the fourth quarter. 9 minutes left, trying to establish the run game. But there is Bradley Chubb in the backfield for the tackle. So now 2nd and 8. This time throw to the end zone. That's going to be Kenny Golladay keeping both feet in bounds on that one. That's a pinpoint throw by Stafford. And Golladay has his 2nd touchdown of the evening. So now Denver comes back out on their next possession. Throwing out to left side. Emmanuel Sanders getting pushed out that time by Trey Flowers. So now 2nd and 12. Play action fake. Flacco throws to the right side. It's almost picked off by big play Slay. He drops probably a pick 6 on that one. And this drive stays alive. So now 3rd and 12. Throw across the middle. It's Emmanuel Sanders, but he's getting swallowed up by Jelani Tavai. Big play Slay and Tavon Wilson. So we do get the ball back here. 8 minutes left in the game, going deep. Here is a throw, and Kenny Golladay having himself a game. And wow, I mean, he is closing in on 200 yards receiving in this game. So now this drive does continue on the other side of the 50. Throw across the middle, and Chris Harris jumped that one big time. Good thing that was a bad throw, because if it was on target, that was probably an interception, as we do settle for the field goal, making it 42-39. So here's Flacco back out with this Denver offense. Throw out to the right side. He's got Deshaun Hamilton beating Tavon Wilson in man coverage, and he's going to take this one all the way to the house. And wow, Tavon Wilson just looked lost in man that time, and Denver gets on the board once again, answering back. It's 46-42. But on the next drive, trying to buy some time to get rid of this pass. That's a sack by Derek Wolfe. So now, 3rd and 15, trying to buy some time. Gets rid of it across the middle, and he's hit on the throw, and it's inaccurate that time to Danny Amendola. And we have to punt this ball back to Denver. But on the ensuing possession, there is Justin Coleman getting in for his 2nd sack of the game that time on the blitz. So now, 3rd and 18. Here's a run play to the right side. We eventually do run down Phillip Lindsay, as he is over 100 yards in this game. So down 4 points. A minute left here in the 4th quarter. Stafford trying to get rid of it. He sacked Von Miller. And look at that sack total. He's got 5.5 this game. Our offensive tackles have just been doing terrible. On the next drive, on the next play, here's another sack. Bradley Chubb comes around the corner, and another big sack, as he's got 5 sacks too. This is a historic game here by the Denver Broncos as we go deep on a 4th and 31. And look at Travis Fulgham, the rookie, going up and getting it in traffic. And that's a huge catch. And wow, we are still in this game. So here is Stafford with a deep shot to the end zone. And it's going to be incomplete, maybe pass interference. But wow, they don't call it. So 1 second left, one more play. We got to get rid of it. The pass rush is right there. Here's Golladay going up forward in traffic, and it's tipped away by Lewis. And we are going to fall just short in this game, as the defensive presence of Von Miller and Bradley Chubb made the difference. We couldn't actually do anything all game long as far as, buying time to actually make good throws and make good reads, because most of the time we were making these big plays downfield. And, Golladay had a huge game, but it's like without those big plays, I don't know if we were really doing anything. We pretty much needed to rely on those, but it's no excuse because our defense gave up 40-something points. I mean, we deserve to lose if our defense is that bad, but their defense was good as well. But still, we can never give up 40 points and expect to win in a game. So we do have some player upgrades before heading into the last game of the season. Trey Flowers gets an upgrade. He's up to about 88 overall. Maybe he will be a superstar X Factor come next season once he hits 90 overall. I'm not really sure how to earn those. I guess I can look at how to earn them, but he's pretty close. He's the number 4 defensive end, at least right end, in the game. So here's Tyrell Crosby, a developmental tackle, and we do need to develop these young offensive linemen because, our offensive linemen right now are not doing pretty good at all. But we have some good news. Even with that loss, we are still better than most of the NFC, and because of that, we already have a playoff spot locked down. So this last game is really the battle for the NFC North. As we look at the AFC, though, the Jets actually take their division over the Patriots. The Patriots are 7-8 in the AFC East. They still do have Tom Brady. He's not hurt. I went and checked, and look, he's perfectly healthy. Threw over 4,500 yards, 36 touchdowns, and 14 interceptions. It just didn't equate to wins, but that's pretty surprising. So this game really does mean something for Detroit. I think because they haven't won many division titles, this is a big game for us. But we're going up against the Packers, who, well, they're looking for another division title to add to their mantle, and they're going to be in this one as well as they try to take the NFC North. So here's Aaron Rodgers starting out here in the first quarter, scrambling up the middle. He slides into the end zone for the touchdown, making it a 7-7 lead in this game. So here's Stafford out onto the field. He handed it off to Kerryon Johnson. He gets a lot of room to the left side, and finally he gets a hold of run through That is a gain of about 12. So at the 37-yard line, under center, 4 wide receivers out there. Throw to the right side. It's tipped up in the air, and it does fall incomplete. That's a dangerous ball in the air as we have to punt the ball away to the Packers. So here they are on their next drive, handing the ball off to Aaron Jones, who gets an open lane to the right side, and he's in, and the Packers take the 14-7 lead. So now getting towards the middle of the second quarter. Here is Stafford under center this time. He's going to have a little bit of time. Throws across the middle. It's T.J. Hockenson, the rookie tight end out of Iowa, the number 8 pick in the draft. He gets a first down at about the 8-yard line. So now under center this time. Stafford faces the pressure to the left side. He throws. It is going to be caught. Hockenson in the end zone. Touchdown. And that rookie, he is having himself a phenomenal season. That's his 5th touchdown of the year. But, man, is he closing in on 1,000 yards this season. So now here is Rodgers back out onto the field. Still has yet to throw a touchdown pass. He completes one that time to Allison. So third down. Throw to the end zone. It's going to be incomplete. Devontae Adams cannot keep both feet in bounds, and they have to settle for the field goal. So now in the second quarter, trying to get some points on the board before halftime. Here is Logan Thomas, the 4th-string tight end in. He gets down the sideline, and that's a nice catch and run by the former quarterback. So now 1st and 10. Here's a deep shot across the middle. It's going to be Kerryon Johnson. He's in at the receiving core that time in the slot, and he gets a big gain of about 20-something yards. But on the next play, here's a throw to the right side. It's picked off. And that drive comes to a halt, just like that. Adrian Amos with the interception. So now we move on to the third quarter. Still 17-14. Here is Rodgers under center this time. 2nd and 10. Throw across the middle. He's got Adams, his favorite target, picking up about 8 yards on that one to about the 9-yard line. So now 3rd and 2. This time handoff. Aaron Jones trying to get up the middle. He can't find a crease to get through. And that's only going to be a gain of 1 as they do have to settle for the field goal, but it makes it a 20-14 game. So now to start the fourth quarter, here we are in enemy territory. There's T.J. Hockenson again. That's a big first down by the rookie. So now at about the 14-yard line, Stafford throws across the middle. It's Galladay again. He had a big game last game, and there he is, first down. So now at about the 3-yard line from the shotgun, here's Stafford scrambling out to the right. Going to get rid of it, and it's going to be overthrown as well. We had an open touchdown that time, and Stafford just overthrows Marvin Jones. So we do line up to go for it. Here on a 4th and goal, running out to the right side. Throws to Amendola, tries to get into the end zone, but he steps out of bounds. And wow, I don't know how we did not get upfield on that one. That was an easy touchdown.
Gotcha, bitch.
But on the next drive, they start at the 1-yard line, and there is Snacks Harrison getting in for the safety. And that is a big tackle in the end zone, as now we make it a 20-16 game, and we get possession. So here on a 1st and 10, on the next possession, here is Marvin Jones getting open, beating Blake Martinez. Actually, that's Kyler Fackrell in coverage. That's a big first down. Throw across the middle. There's Kerryon Johnson putting a move on the defense, and he's getting upfield to about the 27-yard line. So now 7.5 minutes left here in this game. Here's Stafford. Throw across the middle. It's Kerryon again. He's getting the first down up to the 17 now. So now C.J. Anderson in the game on the stretch play, making a juke move out to the left side. He gets upfield, breaks a tackle, and he's moving to the sticks on that one for a gain of about 9 yards. So we do eventually pick up the first down. Here is Stafford at the 5. Throw to the end zone. It's a touchdown. Danny Amendola gets in, and he is in, and he gives us the lead 23-20 here with 3 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. So now here is Rodgers back out onto the field, trying to work some magic. Throw across the middle. He's got his man. That's sharp on that one, and he's tackled by Jelani Tavai, and that's a big first down. So now here is Rodgers handing it off to Aaron Jones, juking out to the left side, and eventually gets run down by Romeo Okwara on that one. And now that brings it to a 3rd and 8. at about the 13-yard line. Rodgers all day to throw. Where's the pressure? Throws on the right side. He's got Valdez-Scantling, but he's not getting to the marker on that one. Only about a gain of 5 as they tie this game up at 23 apiece. So here we are, a minute left to drive down the field. That's a nice throw to get it started to Hockenson. So now 40 seconds left here. Handoff to the right side. Kerryon, a lot of room to the right side, and he's going to break a tackle and fall forward for about a gain of about 13. So at the 46-yard line, Stafford from the shotgun, wide open over the middle of the field. That's Kerryon. He's into field goal range, and that one might have given Matt Prater perfect position for a game-winning field goal from the 28. Here, 4 seconds left. The kick is up for the division crown. It is good, and the Lions win the NFC North as we defeat the Green Bay Packers at home. And wow, what a way to end this season. And it wasn't a complete rebuild, but we're back in the playoffs as Kerryon Johnson finally at least got over 50 yards rushing. There's been a few games where he hasn't even got 50 yards. He had a decent game. Our defense actually played really well versus the Packers. We actually do play well against them. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just a divisional type of thing going on with the pressure like that. But we always play the Packers really well. We get the victory, and we are NFC North champs. So heading into the playoffs, we do have a couple of player upgrades, starting with Hockenson. He gets one. We still don't know his depth trait yet, but he gets an upgrade. So does Oruwariye. He's only 24 years old. I'm still looking forward to, upgrading him and getting him better, because we do want to kind of make sure we're developing all across the board. So Travis Fulgham is also an upgrade candidate. He is going to go up 1 overall with an upgrade, as he pretty much goes up 1 across the board. And then our last upgrade here is Ty Johnson. He's going to be looking to get some clock next year. He's still 21 years old. I think he needed some playing time to kind of free up, and I kind of wanted to use this as a year to develop him. But he is 21 still, and he goes up with his juke move and elusiveness as well. So now let's find out who we play in the first round of the playoffs, and it's going to be the Atlanta Falcons, 8-8 on the season, as they did not win the NFC South. That went to the Saints, who were 14-2, but they're 8-8. They did edge out the tiebreaker with the Carolina Panthers. So let's look at their leaders. Devontae Freeman is almost at 1,000 yards on the season. Ito Smith almost at 200, and it looks like they have taken a step back in the running game, especially letting go of Tevin Coleman. They don't have that 1-2 punch. It's not the same, at least. But through the air, Julio Jones is actually not their leading receiver. It's Mohamed Sanu, because Julio Jones did miss 6 games due to injury, and Sanu does lead their team in receiving. So sacks, Adrian Claiborne led them in sacks with 6, and it just doesn't seem like this is a complete team. I think they still have some building to do. They went 8-8, so we have our work cut out, though. This is the playoffs. Anything can happen. So that's going to do it here in this episode. Next episode, we will kick off the playoffs, so you don't want to miss any of that. So hit subscribe, hit that like button. I can't wait for this playoff game. Matt Stafford is in the playoffs. Stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.